Welcome back to Yes, Grace. If you may remember, at the end of the last episode, I talked mad shit, and we just got a letter. Father, I've tried sending letters. I've tried to tell you at the wall. I've always found a way to stop me from contacting you. You have no idea how happy I was when I heard you'd returned home. With all my heart, I thank the spirits they led your way. I knew about Ivo's plans, but I couldn't tell you. Ivan threatened me. If I said a thing, then he would not only come for you, but my sisters and mother. He threatened to skin them alive. Ivo was frantic. He is mad. He believes that by getting rid of you, he will heal his mother and avenge his father. To hell with him, Matana and his god. Father, I'm scared. It'll be better this way. I can see now that there is no way out of it for me. Tell Sedana I'm sorry about Dusty. Tell Asalia to follow her heart, and tell Mother I love her. Don't hold back, I love you. Lucy, is this her goodbye? She's not safe in Atena. We need to defeat Ivo. Take her back. I can't allow this bottom feeder to harm her. I'll find that scumbag and flatten him into the ground. I know you want to, but we need to be smart about this. We can't take the battle to him, Your Grace. You know this. We need him to come here, where we have an advantage behind the walls. It's my fault. I shouldn't have sent her there. I need to show this to Aurelia. What does she mean? I'm sorry about Dusty. Your Grace, I've encountered a group of children in the forest. They were looking for the fern flower. Seems like they didn't know they wouldn't find that thing this time of year. Luckily, nothing bad happened to them, so I took them to their parents, and they thanked me for what they could. Some supplies, and the words of gratitude. Oh, well, I'm glad we saved the children, honestly. That's what's important. I've told the villagers you want to see them regarding the call to arms. They should be here shortly. I told the villagers you wanted to see them regarding the call to arms. They should be here shortly. Your Grace, you wanted to see me? Join the army. Army battle coming. You need help me, yes. You have helped our village with the Vondiano. Of course we'll stand by your side. We couldn't have wished for a better king. Be ready, battle starts in 12 weeks. Peasant. Your Grace, you have called for me. Battle, join, please. Help need. You have saved our children. You have chased Babushka out of our village. We are at your service, Your Grace. Be ready, battle starts in 12 weeks. Who are you? Have you heard of mudbugs, Your Grace? Insect-like creatures, living in swamps that glow at night. Some might say they guard treasures, but don't listen to these lies. They simply prey on those who follow the light. Remember, if you find yourself lost in the forest after sundown, do not follow the lights. Why are you telling me this? I can't say I usually get lost in the woodlands. My son wanted to look for the treasure in the forest. Like I said, treasure, unlike the mudbugs, are nothing but lies. He hasn't come back yet, and I'm afraid he's lost. I told him not to listen to these rumors. I'll hunt her. Send a hunter. I'm sure he'll be able to find your son if he followed the creatures. Thank you, Your Grace. That is wonderful. Maybe the hunter could even get rid of the mudbugs and find the treasures. I mean, what treasures? There's no treasures. I have a weird feeling that there's no sun. Your Grace, I have a problem. I've been working on all sorts of buildings in the village. The forge, the new inn, a chapel. It's the only thing I can do. But because I've been working with very heavy stones, my back is gone. I can't lift anything anymore. Every time I try to bend down, I just faint. What can an old man like me do to make some coin? Try stripping. What? I have no family to support me. The only thing I could do, I'm no longer fit for. I'll tell the witch. Sure. My witch will visit your house. She might cure you, find a cure for your back. Oh, thank you, Your Grace. That would be great. Although I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to go back to work. Thank you anyway, Your Grace. Yeah, and I get that, but I can't just give you supplies, unfortunately. We'll help you back, and then maybe you'll be able to find other work. Now for the conversation I'm not looking forward to. Darling? Our daughter, she's in danger, William. It's all my fault. I can't do anything. Why are the gods punishing us so harshly? As if the battle wasn't enough? What's happening here? Talk to me. Lusulia's most recent letter reads, I now see there's no way out of this for me. Tell Mother I love her. What does that mean? Eric, we must do something. She said Ivo was frantic and that he wants me gone. Oh no. If Ivo saw that letter, tell Mother I love her, was she saying goodbye? We need to send someone to get her. His guards are too strong. We would never be able to get to her. He probably keeps her locked up just in case. If we send someone, we just need to wait. That's true. If we anger him, he might harm her. He's confident that if he attacks us, he can win the castle over. We can surprise him. If we prepare well enough and win the battle, Ursulia will come back home. I really hope this is going to be the case, darling. Me too. Luli asked me to tell you to follow your heart. Oh, we've not heard from her in a long time. Is she well? I'm not gonna lie to you. Ivo wants to avenge his father by killing me. But I don't want you to panic. Why? There was a trial. You didn't poison him. I know. Calm down. We won't let him do any harm. Everything's going to be alright. What's going to happen to Ursulia? I don't know, honey. I'm sorry. God. I know we can't attack Haggis. Is there anything else we can do? We don't know yet what Ivo's plans are, but we need to be ready for when his army marches to Davin. We need to focus on making more alliances with lords and improving our castle's defenses. We really need to prioritize who receives our help, as we need all the gold we can gather. We do need to be careful, though. If your subjects are unhappy, they will turn against us. And we don't need that right now. They're fairly happy. Thank you, Audrey. Okay. Well. Fever in the village. Who's baby? Oh, yes. General. We did help them. Bollocks. On to the next one. No strike force option. Fuck. I need to save my daughter. I'm not gonna get to do that. God fucking damn it. What's up, Audrey? Our army numbers are looking worrying. What? Your Grace. We need to call and muster in as many villages as possible. Maybe they're just peasants, but as long as they can throw rocks, they will be useful. Who are you? That's true. Hopefully we can defend the castle for 6 out of... Hopefully we can defend the castle successfully. General? Told the village about to call arms. Merchant, who are you? I run a little business, Your Grace. I can exchange your supplies for gold. 25 supplies for 18 gold. I literally require neither. So, Nope. Not a problem at all, Your Grace. I'll visit you again in some time. You called me? Army joined. Help, help. I have just had a little baby I need to take care of. You help me save the baby, Your Grace. Do you remember? I wouldn't be much use, but I can send my husband. He is strong and he will help. Thank you. Be ready. 11 weeks. There's a weird hiccup burp. Honey, what's up? I have something to show you regarding our child, darling. Visit me in my bedchamber when you can. Of course, honey. Peasant? Your Grace, I am afflicted with an itching sickness. I don't know why I've decided to make this man drunk. My face is itchy. My legs are itchy. My butt... You get the idea. I can't stand it. However, I've heard that the touch of a king can cure all manner of ailments. So how about it, Your Grace? Will you use your kingly powers on me? Approach and be healed. Oh. Oh! King Eric touches the itchy peasant's face. I think I feel it working, Your Grace. I shall come back sometime and I'll let you know how the healing process went. Hi there. You look familiar. Your Grace, I hope I find you well. Welcome to the castle, Pastor. I come to ask a favor of you. The community decided it's time to upgrade our town in Kolovrit. The one in the market is small, old, and barely standing. We thought of fixing it up, but it's better to just build a new one. We can use this opportunity to do it properly this time. The community has already gathered a large sum of gold and supplies to help fund it. It's not quite enough to cover the labor. We need to mine the stones and bring them from the mountains. Our mason said he can carve out the pattern in the house. If we have a new Kolovrat in the center of the market, they'll bring more people around. The community will feel happier, safer. Yeah, we would only need 25 gold. So, I sent my general last time. And then he came back and went, oh no, the stones don't seem to be working. Shame. Should you give me the gold anyway? And then I go, no. And he's like, that's fine. I knew the stones wouldn't work. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Go away. I know the resources to be able to help you. Try building a smaller monument. Fine, Your Grace. Maybe we can get some more resources out of the villages. Maybe we can get some more resources out of the villagers. You are a con man. I'm gonna talk to my wife. I'm sure this isn't going to be a concern. No, it's already concerning. Who is that? Oh, dear. Eric, this is Dahlia, our local witch. I think there's a way to lift the curse. What curse? Do you want to explain, Dahlia? Your Grace, with your permission, we could perform a ritual that will lift the curse that has been placed upon you. Curse? I thought that was just a humbug. From what I've heard from Queen Aurelia, it does sound like you have been hexed. Your poor health, misfortune, no heir. Indeed. I can't help with all of these things, but I think I can be of use regarding the most important matter here. My health? A rightful heir. I got daughters. What's the risk? The ritual doesn't exactly sound to be safe. Shout safe to me. What is the risk? Is it going to be painful? It can be, but it will mostly be under the spell. I'll mostly be under the spell. Not entirely here with you, although my body can show signs of pain. Indeed. Queen Aurelia's spirit won't be in her physical body, so she won't feel anything. What is the chance? Is the heir certain? There is a risk, as always in these matters. The ritual need to be performed perfectly in order for it to work. But as long as you help us, the chances for a boy are very high. Certain almost. Okay. This is all about. The ritual is complicated and we will need you to be there, Your Grace. We will be asking good spirits to act in our favor. You will need to repeat the incantation after me and occasionally help. Okay. I think we should do it. For the ritual to happen, I will need to gather several ingredients. The list is long, but most things I can obtain myself. The most exotic elements I will need your help with, Your Grace. What do you require? You will need to make a brew that will help Queen Aurelia leave her body. We will need a special kind of mushroom. It is distinctive, vibrant, blue. It likes to grow in damp places. I'm sure you can find one around the castle. We've seen them in the dungeon. We will also use the herb of grace, or simple rue if you prefer. The strong smell will remind the queen, whilst under the spell, of where she is and what is happening. It will also drive evil spirits away. You won't get it from any merchant. The smell puts off customers wanting to buy other wares, so you will need to find one yourself. I'll mark on your map where your agents will likely find it. Tell them to look for bluish leaves with yellow flowers. We will also need 2 vials of botany oil. It has the effect of easing pain, so these will be a gift for the old spirit. 1 mugwort oil, also known as woman's sage, a gift for the spirit of the grown woman, helps with cramps. Traveling merchants may often have such oils amongst their wares. The most difficult to get will be definitely the basilisk egg, and we need 2. Basilisks? Don't be surprised, even monsters want to have heirs, and so they lay eggs. The problem is, people prefer to usually get rid of these creatures, not keep their young around. Many people walk through your halls. I'm sure there'll be someone strange enough to offer these. Worry not, Your Grace. The basilisk eggs will serve as a gift to the spirits. 1 for the young one, 1 for the grown lady. We need 2, so they will hopefully get the hint. One last thing. I would recommend that you find yourself a spell book. I thought you would be the one casting spells. Yes, but the good spirits will want to hear some of these incantations from the Father's mouth. The book is called Performance of Rituals, Curses, and Healing by Jerko Zarembe. He's a renowned scholar in the field of alternative medicine. Make sure to read it if a copy falls into your hands. Very well then, when we'll be ready. Magic is involved, of course, but we are still dealing here with delicate matters. We need to wait for the foetus to develop. Don't worry, Eric. I'll be ready before Athena arrives at our gates. I can feel it. Then it's just up to you to repel the enemies. Well, I suddenly have so many more things to do. Do the dungeon first. Do the mushroom the witch spoke about. I'll just grab one. Who are you? What did you say for yourself? Nothing. I'm guessing you won't let me out anyway. Okay. Bluish flowers. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it here. Alright. See, I knew that, but also... Get out here, come on. Books. The book was performance. It's not here. Ah, here it is. Bam! Perfect. I'm not going to tell you about the letter sitting again. It's better if you don't know yet. You are too young for that. For now. Is there a way out over here? Nope. All I've done is fuck with my OBS. Cool. About the ritual. Bright blue mushrooms. I found these. We have them growing in the dungeon. I knew I'd seen them somewhere. Other items. The book. I think this is the one. Just say the book doesn't sound very convincing. Which when you find, all you need to do is remember the incantation. The rest you can ignore. Okay. So we need the herb of grace, 2 kinds of oils, basilisk eggs. That's it. A lot of things we need. Bright blue mushrooms, got it. Herb of grace, great. 2 botany oils, mugwort, 2 botany oils, and a mugwort oil, 2 basilisk eggs. Got the book. Okay. Great. Basilisk eggs and the oils will come to us. But the rue needs to be gathered. Ah, look at that. What are these? Here we go. General. If you'd be so kind. Go waste some time. Well, I got all the supplies. Can I do more? Nope. Sweet. That's actually fantastic. Rev now, week 40. Ah. Ah. Oh, your mother is going to be so upset with me. General, try looking everywhere, but no sign of the real herbs, Your Grace. I guess it'd be best to try another location. Your Grace, I have helped the builder man. His vertebrae were twisted. I have managed to put them back into place. That's amazing, thank you. It is no problem. Sweet, Hunter. I have returned from the forests. I found the mud bugs, but there was no sign of the lost son. The peasants seemed to bear it well, though. I also found a big stash of gold. I gave some of that gold to the peasant so he wouldn't be upset about his lost son. I brought the rest to you. Woo! Hi, Stana. Is that you? What on earth have you done to your dress? Azalea got a grown-up dress, so I wanted one too. Don't worry, Father, I didn't do anything to my favorite blue dress. No, but you have ruined this one. Did you cut it yourself? Where'd you even get the scissors? Are those feathers in your hair? I found some beautiful feathers in the garden last week. I wanted to have a dress like Azalea, but I couldn't do it like she has it. This fabric just keeps getting in the way. You didn't cut it yourself, did you? No, Father, I'm fine. I just wanted to ask you if it looks nice. You can keep it. You'd better explain this to your mother yourself. And I'm telling you right away, she's not going to like it. Why won't she? It's not becoming of a princess to wear a torn dress like this. Maybe she will, you don't know. You'll see. Now scuttle off, I have work to do. Thank you, Father, I knew you'd like it. It's adorable, honey. I'm just happy that you're happy. Your Grace, our village has recently been acquired by Lord Gregor. It used to be under the command of Lady Marsha, but now both the lords are taking taxes from us. They are sending soldiers to collect money every week. We can't say no to them. We've been paying double tax for weeks. We tried talking to the lords, but they're ignoring us. Please help, Your Grace. Senator Jones will talk to the lords. Thank you so much, Your Grace. I knew you were a fair king. I'll let the villagers know immediately. Sweet. Ah, blast it all. My potatoes were stolen again. I'm sure someone is hiding an Atware in their home. How else would you explain it that my potatoes keep disappearing? My grain, too, that bloody village. I knew I shouldn't have moved there. Would one of your hunters, help us find out who's hiding that feathery snake? Yeah, I have a hunter now. Go for it. These beasts aren't easy to catch, but my hunters will do their best. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, if I could only find out who's keeping it, I'll tan their hide. right? Oh, it's even better. Howdy, Lord. Your Grace, we have found the Radovian king, the monster himself. We gave him a bit of a beating for what he did to our brothers. That was not necessary. Forgive my men, they can be heavy-handed sometimes. Especially if wearing metal gauntlets. Eric, I finally get the chance to talk to you. How many years has it been? I was afraid that you would come one day. I didn't expect you to arrive as a king with an army. Of course not. What are the chances that a common thug would go after a king? But I managed anyway. We took heavy losses, but your army was dismantled. There wasn't a happy ending for you. Before I send you off to the headsman, tell me, why are you here? Why come to Davern all of a sudden? Radovia is engulfed in war. We have at least two madmen fighting over the resources. Our soil isn't like yours, it's dark, hard. Plants don't want to grow like they used to. For the solution, cross the mountains, find a new home. Some laughed, some chose to come along. I've lost my voice again. I wanted to go more for the metro thing again. Itrim. Artyom, there it is. Your people killed your men, they robbed and raped. We are not all the same. There must have been men from other camps. Did I mention we were at civil war? These men did the same in my home country. These are the men we ran away from. Radovia is divided. We cannot all be tarred by the same brush. I think this is doing much more. I'm going for Antivan now. This is very Antivan. From Dragon Age. How did you become a king? When we last met, you were abandoned on the roads. How does one go from thief to a king? A king? That's a bit of an exaggeration. To be fair, it doesn't quite work like that on our side of the mountains. Some people chose to follow me, is all. They said I gave some hope. Not everyone gets swaddled in royal silk as a baby. Some have to work for it, and that's what I did. The promise. 13 years ago, when you attacked us and put your blade against my throat, you must have known I wouldn't be able to keep my promise. You must have known I would have said anything for you to let us go. I was a different man back then. I was robbing travelers, never thought I would run into royals on that trail. When opportunity arises, I guess one can get nifty ideas. Of course I knew you would not keep to your promise, but it gave me a spark of hope. Marrying a daughter from a royal family would mean Radovia had a shot at success on this side of the world. Having royal blood would mean acceptance from others. I didn't think we'd be honored guests right away, of course, but I hoped it would be enough to let us leave our cursed land, at least. Witch's curse? There was a witch with you back then. She cursed me if I didn't keep the promise. Sorry about that. Aggie! She has a tendency to throw curses on people left and right. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Aggie liked to use this curse a lot. Never worked. Were the rituals unnecessary? The battle was fierce. That was quite the welcoming party you gave us, for sure. When we were crossing the trail, we didn't want to fight. You left us no choice. We used whatever we had at hand. Surprisingly, we did quite well. You definitely had surprising battle tactics. I'm curious about... let me get off the ground. That's better. Fire away! Magic fog. Tell me about the fog. Was it magic? Like I said, we didn't want to cause any harm. The smoke's a common incense. We hoped that using a large amount would mask the passage. See, I knew that. I knew that they were refugees, and I did. Previously, I had used the witch, and she dissipated it really quickly, and that had startled them, and they hadn't gotten enough refugees away in time, and that is the thing that they had said. So that's why I assumed when the smoke was cleared, we were surrounded because they were moving refugees as quickly as they could. But even when we just waited, the smoke cleared, and they were still surrounding us. So I guess that was just scripted to be that way. Naive of me to have... Nope, that's not it. Artyom. Naive of me to have thought that the smoke would last long enough for us to get through. I had hoped that by the time it cleared, we would all be gone. By the time it cleared, it would all be gone. When we realized the smoke was about to vanish, we had to take on a different tactic. That's when we circled your men. Okay, well, there we go. The monsters? The huge monsters certainly brought a lot of havoc with them. Oh, you mean the transit bisons? I realize these mammals are quite rare in your parts of the world. They're big and strong. We normally use them for transporting goods. But it turns out that when properly motivated with a strong whip hand, they can act as pretty good cavalry. Fire? You've never seen such fire magic? What was it? You mean fireflowers? We use them to welcome the new year. As nice as it may be to watch them, we've also had quite a few incidents with fires spreading out of control. I thought those drawbacks could work in our favor for once. With the killing device? The device that nearly decided our fate? Ah, we have some creative minds on our side. The moment the battle started, our men tried to come up with something that would help us get through. I thought that the damn thing was a trap for whoever was inside, but there was plenty of volunteers. We let them loose, and it seemed like it worked well. I suppose the element of surprise did the trick. It really did. That's enough. I know I had no other choice. You would do the same for the ones you love, wouldn't you, Eric? Let me go, and I promise we won't cause any more trouble. I don't want your daughters. Your Grace, please remember that Byron is a Radovan. If you let him go, King Yrdic might not help us during the Battle of Athena. But if you sentence him to die, King Fabian will not help us. Please stop reminding me every time we see a Radovan. I'm aware of the predicament we are in. I know this is a tough decision. I know! Your Grace, but you should consider the benefits you'll get from each king. So here's the thing. The previous refugees were clearly just refugees. Saving them versus killing them, I'm not going to persecute them for the crimes of someone else. This man held me at knife point, threatened my pregnant wife and myself with death. I have every right to have him executed. But he's a different man now. You've had your share of suffering. I won't add to it anymore. People told me that none of the 7 kings would grant us recognition. I suppose I should have known better. At least I was partially right, you letting me go. I won't forget this. For us, surviving another day is a victory. Thank you, Your Grace. By the way, it seems a Radovan manages to conquer a Davernian's heart. My daughter seems like a good fit for your Celia. I agree. So, with that, I've heard good arguments. You know, we'll get to it when we get to it. That story continues. That we're not done with that, obviously. I've got bad news, my racist wife. You're going to hate it. Found Byron. Just spoken to him. And to be honest, I don't know what to think. Felt sorry for him. It seems he just wanted to find a better way to live. Through war? Byron never wanted to go to war with us. They just wanted to see what life was like on the other side of the mountains. He's not even a king. He just has people who follow him. So why did they attack? I think they were just defending themselves. Oh. How could we have misunderstood his intentions? He wanted to take Lursulia to gain recognition from other kings. I'd let him go. I didn't have the heart to execute him after finding this out. You did well. About the curse. He said the witch used that curse on many people, and it never worked. That's great news! I'm not sure. I couldn't tell if he was just lying to save his own life. Oh, what are we going to do? It's your decision, honey. We're going to go ahead with the ritual. I don't want to risk that curse befalling us. Fine, but remember, you can always change your mind, alright? Of course, sweetheart. Well, you should rest, honey. We want to bring a very healthy baby into the world. Of course. Seems like no matter how much I rest, I'm always tired. I'll just sit here. Well, my hunter is busy, and my general is busy. So, let's... Oh, that's the one I tried already? Great. You. Vitch. I have a feeling you have a better chance of landing them. Hey, Grego, can I talk to you about those people that are getting double taxed? She's like, that's kind of just rude. Oh, kinds of rude. Anyway, that is the end of this episode of Yes, Your Grace. We're on week 40 now. Only 10 weeks left. The game's coming to a close. I don't know if we're going to finish in this month, but I'm pretty sure this game's going to be done before the end of July. Exciting. But for now, you guys have yourselves a wonderful night.